Hey YouTube, Jedi Fuka here, and in today's video we are going over some Otherworld exploration. So quick breakdown of this video, I want to kind of go over everything in Otherworld exploration, what you can do, and then at the end of it I want to explain how to utilize your tonics so that you get the best possible adventure points that you can, so you can collect more materials for the final in-game season rewards. So let's get right into this. So first of all, in order to get here into Otherworld exploration, it will be unlocking in your servers. You'll see when it unlocks here in the Clepsydra. It'll tell you however long is left. Like right now, our next event is Inferno and Twinkle. It says 3 days. For my server, we are the Season 0 server who bounced over. So this is already open for everyone else. If it's not open now, it's going to be open soon for you guys. I think like a day or two. So definitely be getting prepared for that if you're not already. Once you get that unlocked, you're going to do a quest, and it's going to bring you here to this new region. You'll see on here, this is the Sanguine Snowfield. So once you get here, you're going to have a quest line to do. I'm still finishing it up. I recommend, if you have time, to just push through the quest, get everything unlocked that you can, and do everything in the map. That way you can focus on just doing your bosses, your farming, and using up this new energy that you're going to have here. I didn't have time these last few days to push through because of work and stuff, so now that I'm off, I'm just working on getting this pushed through, and we're going to start farming everything out. So that's just kind of the quick overview of the map. Now, for everything on the map, what you're going to have here is a few different activities. Right here in the middle, we have the Adventurer Preparation Office. What this is you can take quest here. This is kind of like your daily adventure quest that you already get. But for this one, you are going to use 10 energy to get it. Once you accept the quest and do it, this is your rewards here. A little bit of gold and a little bit of the exploration progress experience. And we're going to go over this a little bit later on. I'm going to tell you how you should only be doing one a day. Now, outside of that, we're going to have the tornado looking things here, which you guys have seen before in the Utior event, I think it was, or, you know, like in the Otherworld. Sorry, I forget the event name, but the one where you go to doing your weeklies. Let's see if we have any opened up. The rifts, the rifts. It's just like the rifts. Little brain fart there. But anyways, these look just like the rifts. So you're going to see them floating around the map. You see a timer above them. They do switch every hour. There's 3 out at a time. It'll be 3 bosses. And when they switch, the next 3 bosses will come out. Each boss has a different weakness. You'll be able to click on it and see what their weakness is. And it's only going to correspond to one element. However, do keep in mind that you can still do your normal team. So, you know, necrotic, frost, fire, poison, whatever you're using, you can still use that team. It's just they take more damage from your damage dealers if they match that affinity. The other things you're going to have is you have 3 elemental domains here. Each one is going to be for the necrosis. It's like necrosis radiant or necrosis fire, ice domain, and you're going to unlock these, and that's going to be your other activity to do. The way this will work is you're going to unlock the map, you'll have these adventure points, you're going to do these activities, you're going to get experience, and if you go over here to the Otherworld exploration, you're going to see your experience progress, where you're going to be able to unlock resources right here, which is good. Now, as you get into this is going to be very important that you're in an active alliance. The reason you need to be in an active alliance is that as you start getting going, there's going to be alliance exploration that's going to go towards this as well. So you want to make sure your alliance is getting towards these, because this is a lot of exploration points that's going to help out for you. Now the in-depth exploration, these quests are going to stay in here the entire time this is open. So this is kind of your goal, is by the end to be able to complete all of these. These elemental domains, they're the hardest one out of these. Last season, I only cleared 1 on 5-star. This season, I think I got a good chance to get all 3. I know for sure I'm going to get ice, and I already did fire. Pretty sure I'll get the necrosis one as well. We'll see when we get there. So you want to get these because you want to get that exploration progress. And then, of course, you want your alliance doing that, as we just mentioned. Now, the reason why all of this is so important is going to be that it's going towards this world boss, which is going to unlock at the end. And then in this screen, you're going to see where you need to hope that you're on an active server. So I'm hoping My server being people from season 0, they're probably a little bit more dedicated players, so less chance that a lot of them quit, and we want to get these to 100%. In my season 0 server, we did not finish the adventure preparation because people weren't doing it, which I'll show you why they weren't here in a little bit. So we didn't get that extra bonus, but what you'll do is you'll see if everyone on the server does this and it hits 100%, you're gonna unlock a move, and this move is gonna be active during the boss battle to help you maximize your damage when it comes time to battling the final boss, which is gonna get you a lot more of the echoes of Clepsydra for your rewards in the end. So hopefully your server stays like very active. Hopefully you guys stay active to clear these out to help the people out in your server. Now, once you get all 3, these will highlight in here. You'll be able to see what the moves do and add that to the boss. We also, however, have this buffs in here, and this is why it's very important to have an active alliance, because this is going to be based off of your total alliance contribution. So everything you're doing plus everything your clan's doing will add up to get these extra bonus. These extra bonuses, they work very similar to like your normal buffs that you get when you use your synergy for your teams. It's going to add up here. It's just that it's only effective here in the Sanguine Snowfields, but they are going to be extremely helpful in clearing out these bosses, especially when we get to the world boss. So definitely make sure you guys are pushing your clans to get these done. The first few set, even just getting that HP attack defense helps a lot. This accuracy helps a lot. If you have this and you have your little haul or whatever you want to call it maxed out, then that's 90 for your team. So it lowers your accuracy, lowers your resistance requirements, so you can focus on building all your other stats while still being able to maintain good accuracy or resistance depending on what you're building. Once you pass them, we get attack speed, enlightenment, and then it starts getting more overpowered with crit damage, skill haste, and extra damage dealt. So you definitely want to make sure your clan can hit this final one before the last boss gets out. It's going to be a massive help for your account. Now as we go back here, just in case I'm confusing you guys with the boss's name is going to be in game. When you clear the story and you get to the map, you're going to see the boss's picture over here. It's not going to unlock when you clear the story. There's going to be a little piece right here that you're not going to be able to cross until probably about the final week, and then it's going to open up. And then the way the final boss will work is you're going to use as many teams as you can to try to take the boss down, and using teams of synergy is going to be what you really need to do, because you're going to need every bonus that you can get out of it. So it's going to be where you test all those teams you've been building all season long. So hopefully you guys have been staying on that, because you're almost to the point of utilizing those teams. Now, as we're getting our adventure exploration points, we have a new energy type thing here, these warm bud tonic. For those of you who didn't play in season 0, the way this works is you're going to get 150 of these when reset hits each day. This is not like your energy. It's where you use it and it restores throughout time. This is just a 150 a day. It's all you get. So you don't have to worry about like trying to use it down and let it recharge through the day, but you do need to make sure that you're using it before your day is over. Now, when it comes to using the energy, you want to make sure you're being efficient so you can get the most exploration points possible. So there's a few things that you need to do. The first one is going to be that you want to come into your Otherworld exploration, and you're going to see that you get 3 daily quests. Each quest gives you 1,200 exploration progress points, so make sure you complete these. You're going to be doing it anyways, because you need to be coming in here doing your Chaos Shadows, and you need to come in here doing your Elemental Domains. The only one that kind of preparation, and I'm going to show you guys that now. We're already here. So for the adventure preparation, you only get 100 exploration points. So you want to make sure you come in and do one, just so that you get that other 1,200. However, the more you do of these, the more energy you're wasting, because this is very low compared to the way you get it in other areas. But do keep in mind that your server needs to make sure people are doing it, because if you're not doing it in the server, you're not going to get this extra move, which is going to give extra healing to your team. So I would recommend taking one for the team and doing maybe 2 a day. If you see your server getting behind, if you want to go above and beyond, you can try to do a couple a day, but be careful because you don't want to waste too much on it. But I do know for my server last year, everyone was doing one a day, and we ended up hitting like somewhere around 90% and didn't get that extra move. So it was a big bummer. So it's still something you want to do a little bit of, but you don't want to waste too much energy. Now, the way I utilize my energy is I first start with these little tornadoes over here with the bosses. These are going to be your best sources for the adventure exploration points. So the way this will work is you're going to see we have the different levels. You want to make sure that whatever team you use, you hit a minimum of 3 million, because the bottom one is only 50 points. So if you don't hit that minimum, don't save your damage back out, and you can just get those extra points somewhere else. The way I do this is I start with my best team. My two best teams hit above the 11. I have one team that on theirs, my Dauntless team, on the boss they're doing, they're hitting 21 million and 20 million. I'm not quite to 22, but with those extra bonuses, we'll definitely be getting there. My next best team is my Frost, hitting 11 million. So you want to go in with your best teams and hit the highest rewards you can first. And then you want to take your next team and you want to try to slot in the champions and try to get 7 mil if you can. So hopefully you can get at least one team hitting 11 and then maybe two teams hitting 7 mil to get those 800 adventure exploration. Now, if you're not hitting that high, it's okay. That's going to happen. It's a little hard to get all the way up there, but just do your best with that. And then use whatever champions you have left on these to hit that 3 million. Now make sure you're paying attention to the bonuses here. Like we mentioned before, there's going to be this damage increase, and you'll notice their damage taken is increased by 100%. So whichever one you're coming into fight, you want your damage dealers to match that damage. So for this one, I definitely want radiant damage dealers. And then if you have a team that, you know, might be lacking in certain areas, so like my Frost team just doesn't have any healers at all, which Frost and Necrosis is really lacking in healers. So for my Frost team, I do all damage Frost dealers to try to max out my damage, and then I use Megan the rare to do my healing and defense up. So you use your support to slot in to be whatever you want as long as it fits into your team, but your damage dealers need to definitely be matching whatever the damage is. I'm running about 4 or 5 teams where I can push that 3 mil. And then my teams fall off from there because I don't have enough people leveled up beyond that, which right now I'm focusing my energy and leveling up those extras. But go in there, do these first. Once you get to a point where you cannot hit a 3 mil on one of these bosses, then stop doing it. Don't waste any more energy. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to go to these domains. Now for your first few days, use your energy first to unlock all of the stages of the domain, because you're going to have to build up to it. So just push as far as you can, and that way you're prepped for your farms. And what you're going to do is after you've done your daily quest, your little adventure quest, you've done your bosses, then come in here and use the rest of your energy on whatever the highest stage you can do is. So right now for me, Necrosis, I'm close to beating 5, but on the I think it's fire, which one is this? Yeah, fire. On this one I'm doing stage 5. So basically after I've done all of my dailies, I come in here, I go straight to stage 5, and then I farm the rest of my energy on stage 5, getting these 500. And then that way you're going to max this out, and that's going to help out both yourself and your clan towards the Otherworld exploration, getting all of your bonuses. So anyways guys, that's basically kind of a breakdown of the way this works. I hope that this helps out a little bit. For you guys who haven't seen this before, at least now you kind of have an idea of what's coming up, and now you know why you built so many teams. And then keep in mind, you still want to be working on those teams and maximizing the damage. The way this kind of works is these bosses are getting your teams optimized for the final boss, because as you do these, you're going to see how to push out the most damage you can with the combinations you can. And then when the final boss opens, you're basically just going to take those same teams and you're going to jump into the final boss, maybe make a few tweaks to re-optimize for this boss, and then you want to do out as much damage as you can, because you're going to be going for these Echo Eclipse Hedras, and then that way at the end of the season you're going to get your awards unlocked for that. So like if you come into the exchange shop, when next season starts, we're going to unlock the next season shop. We'll have the season 1 coming up. Right now you can preview the rewards, so hopefully you can get enough that you get the frame. It's usually pretty cool to have something like that, and all your heliolite dice. And once you buy that, then spend your coins wherever you want it at in here. This Misty lens here, this is gonna be used for resetting your character. So it only takes 1 for that, but you'll at least have that, so you'll be able to reset your character how it looks. You don't have to do that though. You can of course just spend your stuff over here. As you are gaining the dust, you're going to see we have rankings in here. So this is where you're going to be competing with everyone in your server to see how much you can get. And then if you come in here, you'll see once you start breaking beyond the top 20%, the rewards get a lot better. I'm hoping to at least stay where I'm at right now. Coming in here, so from right here, we get this warehouse, which I just barely saw this. Let's see, a warehouse that burns with flames all over the body. Its skin reminiscent of lava flowing like a sharp blade. Legend has it that it foreshadows war and death. I'm not sure what this is. It kind of, okay, appearance. Maybe it's going to change something on our main character. That's pretty cool. I did not see that before. The main thing in here is, of course, we want to get our heliolite dice for next season. Get some more mire, which we're going to use for dice or for some scrolls. But then they added these premium summon tickets. They didn't have this last time. If you go through reading these, you're going to see that these are going to help you get some legendaries. You'll see each summon consumes a heliolite dice with the ticket, and the probability of each hero's rarity is the same as regular summon. If you fail to summon a hero after 9 summons, the 10th summon guarantees a legendary. So basically this is going to make it so that your mercy becomes 10. So that's pretty good. We definitely want that. I'm not sure if this means that each time you summon 1 dice and 1 summon ticket. So basically this is going to be worth 2 legendaries right here. If you're on the lower one, is that still the same? If you fell on the 9th summon, the 10th one guarantees you a legendary. So even though that's purple and this is blue, the description looks like it's still the same. I'm not sure yet how these are going to work for sure, but it does look like it's going to lower the mercy. So you want to get as high as you can to get to these, and there's a gold one on here. So we'll see whenever next season comes around how we get to do that, but hopefully this works out really well. Let's see, the bottom is when you use a supreme summon ticket, the probability of taming a new hero this season is greatly increased. Okay, so this is going to help you get new heroes. Yeah, alright, so it's going to help it so you don't get duped, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, that's it. So this is the table for where how much you're gonna get when you're doing that dust. You get this by doing the Otherworld exploration, beating this final boss, and working on your vortex. So hopefully you guys have built up your teams. Hopefully this video helps you out and you guys can see how to kind of maximize your energy up here so you know what you need to do for your farm. For those of you who are sticking around, basically the way I run my day is I jump on the game, I use my daily energy up like I normally do my quest, do my vortex, and then I come in here, push the story where I can. Right, first I pushed it to where I could do my farm, so now I come in here, I do my farm first, and then I push the story as far as I can, and if I run out of time for what I can do in the day, I jump off the game. Once I'm done pushing the story and I'm getting to where I can completely farm this, then I'm going to go back into my other areas and start pushing some of this stuff. You'll see on the Pillar of Trials, I need one more stage for Dauntless, almost there. We're pushed up there on Ice and Necro. I'm kind of stuck now because I don't have a healer. I need to work on that. And the Fire Poison I haven't pushed in a while, but I have built some new champions in there that I need to build up, or that I need to gear up and then try that out. And then we still have the Feywilds. If you guys have some advice, I am stuck on my Feywilds. We're on 129. Very first battle, the 2 Hivitars and the 3 Ushas. I just can't kill the backline Hivitars fast enough before they use their move, and I can handle like the move from one, I can't handle it from both, so still trying to work that out, but we're gonna get there. And anyways guys, that's it. Thanks for sticking around. Y'all have a good one.